Good morning, y'all. Good morning, and happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. I am so sorry I missed the Zoom yesterday. I told y'all Fridays are a barrel through day, and typically, as soon as I'm done, I rest. And I was out cold, and I mean cold. And the husband did not want to wake me because it's seldom that I sleep that soundly, actually. And so I was out hard. And when I woke up, I kind of woke up like in a bit of a state of, well, two things. I was hungry, and the hubby surprised me with Chick-fil-A, which is one of my favorite things in the world. So that was really nice. And the other thing was I had to reach out to Heather and say, I am so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I don't normally sleep that long. But you see, that's sometimes the price of barreling through. That, what should be a 90-minute nap becomes like a 4-hour nap. So I apologize, y'all. I would have loved to have Zoom crafted, but clearly my body needed a lot more rest than I thought it did. I'm on with sort of a this and a that. I want to do a little warning for those of you experimenting with dollar store nail polish, and I'll tell you why. I was doing a bunch of tests this week on nail art, and this is number 568, and it's by LA Colors, and it just adds, I can show you, it's a little clear, and it adds a sort of little glitter onto your top coat, which looks really cute. It looks really, it can actually do some nice things to a plain undercoat color. And I have specialty nail polish remover that's actually not only designed for things like acrylics and things like that, but it specifically says that it's for glitter polish and things like this type of polish that's hard to remove. This can take off anything, y'all, anything, except this. This was actually really hard to get off my nails. Now, they're regular color, and I'll give you an example. See that little fleck? That's like glued onto my nail. And so you have to pick it off, which isn't great for your nail bed. The other LA Colors are great. I'm just giving you a heads up that if you like the 568, which is this amazing kind of glitter top coat, be prepared that it's not great for your nail bed. Unless, even with a maximum strength glitter nail polish remover, it's difficult to get off. So there's my little fashion tip warning for the week. I also want to share with you an amazing mail that I got in from Crafty, Michelle. And this is so funny because, first of all, look at this amazing card. Look at this. And she knows I love vintage images, and it was an amazing note. But I was laughing because Misty, my paper cuts, has just been talking to me this week about Craftbox. Misty's a big fan of Craftbox. She felt I would be a big fan. And I don't know if you all remember, but when they released their Alice box, I was so excited. But the shipping to the United States was really expensive. And so I'm a fan of their products. I'm a huge fan. Their paper is beautiful, but it's kind of expensive to have it shipped. Well, Michelle sent me the Wonderland. Look, Misty. And it is even more beautiful, folks. I cannot wait to show you this paper. See, this is, when I tell you all I love paper from Europe and the UK and from Italy, look at these drawings. I mean, this is really special. And Misty had warned me that one of the things that some people don't like about Craftbox is that it's coated paper. And that a lot of crafters don't like coated paper because it has a mild sheen. So I was expecting it was going to have quite a sheen. But actually, it's matte, folks. I mean, if there's a sheen, it's so subtle. So for me, this is not like a high coated paper. There are coated papers, that I've received that I don't like. They're too glossy. But this doesn't have that effect at all. And the imagery is swoon-worthy. All I can say is I'm a huge fan of this paper. And it's about 120 GSM, sorry, not GSM, pound. And it's a really nice texture. Look at this is just something. It's beautiful paper. So, Michelle, I am so excited. Look how quirky. He's almost scary. It's wonderful. For me, this is fantastical. My husband's like, do you see a book? this is what's going to be difficult, making decisions on how to use something this special, this precious. And you definitely want it to be used in a way that honors the art of this paper. So yeah, I'm super, super excited to share this with you. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, magical. So this is Craftbox. And this is one of the companies. Now, Ciao Bella is produced in Italy, in case you didn't know that. And Craftbox is a small UK paper company. Absolutely phenomenal artistry. So thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to work with Craftbox. So excited. And I haven't opened up any of Crafty Michelle's amazing treats. And look at this beautiful paper. Oh my goodness. I was so excited to get this. Okay, here we go. Oh, look. Look, can you see it up front? You are a very special friend. And, you know, if you know about Crafty Michelle, she can do everything from like really beautiful, grungy, so artistic shadow boxes and ATCs and coins and frames, but she also can do polka doodles. She has this ability to cross these lines, and this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. And it's so propped up. And look at look at that. Look how delicate. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is beautiful. Let's see. Okay, so we know it's polka doodles. I knew that before I read it. And, well, I know your address off by heart. And your favorite color are anything blues. And your favorite theme is vintage. And your birthday is March 5th. So there we go, folks. Is that not stunning? And it's the gatefold, right? The only difference is Michelle used it as the back fold. I sometimes do too. I rotate it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that imagery. Yeah, just beautiful. Okay, so that was number one. So exciting. I love getting Crafty Michelle mail. You all know that. So I was very excited. I'm like, okay, I tore it a little bit, Michelle, but I think I can save most of it. I hate when I tear pretty tissue, y'all. That's the hand issues, because I'm all excited to open it, and I tore it twice. This one I'm gonna have to use for decoupage, but that's okay. That's a good way to use it. That's something to think about, folks. If you rip really pretty tissue and you're not sure, like, what to do about that, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's the record. Sorry. If you're not sure what to do with the torn decoupage, you can use it like for the torn tissue, you can decoupage with it. That's a good way to use it up as a supply. But I'm going to have a moment now. Just a moment. This is a huge departure for Michelle, and I'm super excited to be holding this. So it is definitely iridescent. It's definitely a record. I cannot believe you have put in here every single thing I love. And I'm grinning. It is iridescent pink. It is a hand-painted rainbow. It is a record. It is a beautifully stained flower. There's a butterfly made out of wood. There's a small camera. And then there's my whimsical girl. Wow. And look at the color palette, which Michelle knows is my favorite. So it's all the blues and the teals mixed with the pink and then just a little fleck of gold. This is amazing. This is amazing. Wow. And you're staining. You know, I'm always amazed at Michelle's staining. It's because of her fine art training, I'm telling you. And I know on my camera, even with better lighting and the other way, you know, when I did the mail yesterday, I did a new angle to test it and the lighting was better for showing you happy mail. But take a look at this staining. Oh, it's really beautiful. And of course she's even added, look at, yeah, look at it. Look at it. Ah! Oh my goodness, Michelle, this is amazing. Oh, it was from the record challenge. This is such a creative way to do this. Do you guys remember a year ago we did a record challenge? This is amazing. Oh my goodness. I should never be surprised that you can stretch yourself creatively into every making style. But like this, it's everything I love in one piece. It's insane in the best kind of way. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, sorry. So we go from polka doodles to iridescent whimsy, and now let's see what's in the next one. Oh, it's so exciting. And you know that Michelle likes craft box also, right? Because she also likes artistry and interesting prints. But I think when you're in the UK and you have access to things, you like things that you can't always get. Whereas I'm like, oh, I'm all about the craft box. Oh, it's an ornament. Look. And it's one of those jumbos perfectly stained on music. Is that? Wait a second. We have to feel this because this rosette, Michelle, this music paper has a really interesting texture. Folks, just I'm feeling it for a reason because it feels somewhere between a cross between vellum and paper. Michelle, is there any way that this was, folks, this could have been, did you stain this yourself and stamp it? And is this parchment? Parchment paper? I think so, folks. I'm sorry, I just, the texture is remarkable. And I don't think that this is paper, in the sense of paper. I think this is parchment that's being stained and stamped. Look at this, y'all. Oh, I love it. I love it. And again, think about the difference, right? Think about her ability to create something whimsical in my crazy iridescence that I love so much, right? Versus creating your own parchment and your own background in muted tans, right? And still making it both vintage and holiday. And then juxtapose that against the polka doodles, right? Which is a completely different style altogether. It's what you call like a span of ability. It's really inspiring. It's really inspiring. All right, let's see. This is amazing. Oh, and here we have her beautiful vintage making. There we go. Oh my goodness, the perspective and depth on this card. So it is mildly propped up on prop dots. So there's a controlled depth. And the reason Michelle does that is so that she appears like she's really moving. And in real person, that's what it gives you. It feels like she's walking across the card. And we have the ticket propped up. Now, Michelle is not a ticket lover. She knows I'm a ticket lover. Sometimes she's like, I don't get the ticket thing. I totally understand that. But look at it here to effect, right? And it just looks perfect. Look at this. And then there's the wooden snowflake. But I have a feeling Michelle knew I was going to be a little obsessive about this beautiful black paper and the silver patterning she's created, which may not be stencil looking at it. That may be Michelle freehanding, and that is beautiful. So, span of Michelle's making, right? And we know she makes the most beautiful Alice in Wonderland projects ever. You have vintage. We have polka doodles. We have holiday vintage. And I believe maybe on parchment hand stamped. And then we have wackadoodle iridescence in all of my favorite shades and tones. That's the span of making. And isn't it amazing not to limit yourself? Michelle, thank you for this beautiful meal. And thank you so much, first of all, for being so thoughtful. Thank you for always being a huge supporter of my desire to try everything and also of my whimsy and this. Thank you, and thank you. I'm super excited to work with this paper. I'm super excited. It's going to be hard to cut into. You know, like Heather says, she's not sure she can cut into her minte. That's difficult. This is difficult. But it's also a joy to have such beautiful paper. Well, y'all, that is from Crafty Michelle. You all know her very well. She often joins us on our craft lives, and we do have one of those tomorrow, which is Sunday, but I will do a separate announcement for that. If you're not supporting Michelle's challenges and her channel, I strongly encourage you to. She really is capable of making anything, and the most amazing shadow boxes, the most amazing projects that are 3D, always inspiring, and her cards are really innovative too. She's also very community minded. So I'm going to put her channel down below. If you haven't checked her out, oh, you want to. You for sure want to. All right, y'all. It is Saturday. I am wishing for you a happy, a healthy, and a really creative making day. If you're working, I hope it's super fast. And if, like me, you are enjoying the day and doing something creative, I hope you're filled with inspiration. All right, y'all. Take real good care, and I'll see you later today.